welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today we are out at Queensland Raceway here for roll racing 15th of January 2022. I've gone and got Ethel out of the shed. She's got some new 15x8s for the slicks, so hopefully that'll stop it from rubbing and vibrating the shit out of the car. But yeah, for those that are new to the channel, this is my 1998 VT Commodore V6 Berliner. It's an ecotec V6 with an S480 strapped to the side of it, a Holly Hiram intake, cool. Runs on E85 with about 30 to 34 pounds of boost and about 100 to 125 shot of gas on it as well. And it's made somewhere around the 846 mark through a T56. I've since converted it to a 2-speed power glide, and yeah, hoping to have a bit of fun out here tonight. Please leave your likes and comments down below and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, we'll get this thing out on track soon and hopefully have a bit of fun and not blow a bloody Welch plug out of it like I did last time I was here. So yeah, I'm excited. There should be a few other cars here to race. I know the 0 to 60 guys should be here, as well as Steve's here in his 1000 horsepower territory, so I'd like to get a run at that as well. Whatever else comes our way during the night. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave the intro pretty short and sweet here, and I'll see you guys once we're out on track.
Jesus.
I'll have to have a look at that log and see what sort of boost that was. Alright, so we're about to go up against Andrew at 0 to 60 in the Flowmax car. You set the speed. guys, we got Steve in his 1000 horsepower barrow. We're up against some sort of BMW thing. Seems pretty fast. guys. I don't know how well you can see me or hear me. Mark's gone inside. I was going to try and get Dave from 0 to 60 in the car, but they're going to try and pack up and get home. So I'm going to go out, try and get a race in before eliminations start. So far the car's been doing really good. Really happy with the way it's been performing. It's been a bitch to get off the line. But other than that, it hasn't had any oil leaks. Transmission's not getting too hot. It's got all the coolant in it still, thankfully. So yeah, alright. So far so good. Some sort of Lancer, I guess. Oh, it's a Proton. 4G power. Here we go. Eliminations now, so hopefully I don't get booted first go. Through round 1 of eliminations. I might be getting kicked out round 2. I hope not, but we'll see what happens, I guess. I may be up against the JZ Ute, I'm guessing, a Hilux. We'll see what happens. Ooh, it's a V8. No, it's not a V8. upset. I mean, he just lost to a V6. They didn't even really have to try. But I can't be cocky because no doubt my next car I race will be something really fast. Okay, I may be about to race a really fast R35 and probably get eliminated. That's ethel out. I'm probably not going to have time to film an outro here or tonight, so I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point, and yeah, I'll go through a bit of a rundown and a recap. And yeah, I've been really happy with the way the car's performed. Still a couple of little tiny issues I've got to work out. Once I get that done, that's it. It should be pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the outro. Okay, so it's now been a week. It's actually 7 days exactly. This is the following Saturday after what you guys seen at roll racing. I haven't had a chance to get out and film the outro for this. It also means that this weekend I'm not going to have time to film another video for next week, or sorry, the following week. So this is going to be chewing up my backup video. But yeah, anyway, I got to get some stuff done and moved out. I'm going to try and get that back in here tomorrow, so that I can start working on and filming the BMW and getting it running and driving. Yeah, anyway, a few things to go over from roll racing. I'm really happy with the way the car went and performed out there. It basically worked flawlessly. Probably the best the car has ever performed out there at roll racing, especially considering last time I went there, it blew the Welch plug out of the block my first race. So that's a big win. I also made it to the third round of eliminations instead of being eliminated in the very first round like normal, so that's also a big win. I think my nitrous bottle's empty, so I've got to try and go and get that filled up at some point. And yeah, I didn't really touch on it in the intro, but I got a pair of new wheels for it. These are a 15x8 5x120. They're an Outlaw Drag Pro or some nonsense. They're off eBay. Afterpay came and clutched to get those, so I was able to get those on instead of these 15x10s, which are buckled. unfortunately. Even though they were given to me, it seems they're buckled, and they're too far buckled. It shakes the car really violently at about 8th mile. But yeah, these worked great. They were flawlessly. They are a shank nut, so it is something I've got to keep an eye on, tensioning up those wheel nuts, because I couldn't get the right wheel nuts in time. So basically last Saturday was a scramble. I didn't even know if I was going to go, if I was going to make it or get everything in time. These wheels showed up Friday afternoon, so Saturday was a scramble to get the tires ripped off those wheels and fitted onto those, which I have to give a huge thank you to Mark, Hooked on Trailers, for helping me with that. I also have to thank him for building an awesome transmission. So if you need a Turbo 400 or Powerglide built, he is the man to go and see. He does a few other transmissions as well. Send me a message. I'll see if I can get in. Send me a message if you're interested in a transmission, and I can get in contact with him or get him in contact with you about getting something sorted. But yeah, I'm really happy with my transmission. It worked flawlessly, didn't miss a beat. I am going to get the car up on the lift in a minute, and I just want to check over everything in the back. Still tight, just nut and bolt it. Check for an oil leak. Check for the oil leak on the rocker covers. Just make sure that that's no longer leaking. I think there is still a minor leak, which a minor leak I can live with, as long as it's not pouring out of it like it was. And yeah, anyway, so Saturday was a mad rush to get Ethel back together. I had the rocker covers off it, coils out of it, and what I ended up doing was, the keen-eyed viewers of you guys might notice the oil cap is back on the passenger side. So Friday night I had the rocker covers off it, and I cut the fittings that were off the back of it and welded those closed, and welded 2 new ones on the front, because ultimately this rocker cover was made for this side and this rocker cover was made for this side, and I think having them left to right, there was just minor discrepancies, although they should be identical. I think there was just minor discrepancies in the way that I made them, and it was just spewing oil out of the back there. So I had them off, put some new fittings on the front so that they can run to my catch can. And so yeah, I had to get the tires fitted, the rocker covers all back together, make sure it had oils, everything's airs, and then load it on a trailer and go out roll racing. So it was kind of a last minute thing, but I'm happy I went. It was a lot of fun, I had a great night. Best roll racing event that I've been to yet, mainly because out of the 10-11 races I had, I only lost 4 of them, which is probably a personal best for the car. I did end up pushing the boost up. I saw a peak at 35 pound, but it was mostly hanging around 32-ish PSI, I think. Yeah, so it was mostly sitting flat at around 32 PSI, but I would see a peak of 35 on the second gear shift. Also, I was informed by 0 to 60 in their video, you can actually hear it chirp second, which is pretty cool. I had the nitrous turned all the way up because the bottle was pretty much empty, so it would only turn off at like 28 PSI. But yeah, other than that, Ethel kicked ass. I had a blast. I'm definitely going to go out and do another one. The next event I think I'm going to do is a test and tune. But I do want to get Ethel to the guys at 0 to 60 so they can do their draggy stuff on it. And we'll see, I guess, how fast it is compared to some other cars. 0 to 60 times, it's 0 to 60 times, 1 to 200s I'd like to find out, etc, etc. I think it's going to suck at the 0 to 60, but the 1 to 200 it should do really well. That's where this thing really comes alive. Converter's still too tight. Nitrous definitely helps, but it's still too tight for this this current setup. I am going to keep the converter because I will be able to use it for the next setup, but I still need to try and get that other converter restalled if we can. If we can't, then I'll just keep using it as it is. I'm still torn between if we can restall it, fitting it. It won't be too hard for me to just drop the transmission down, pop the converter out and put that one back in, and then put the transmission back in the car without having to disconnect any lines or anything. But the BMW is going to be on the hoist very soon, and I'm in two minds about doing it. Other than that, I've ordered a bigger nitrous jet, so I'm going to go up to about 150 shot of gas. And I need to get, I got to pull one of the wastegates out and apart so I can find out what spring is in it, diameter wise, so that I can get another one to go around them and get a little bit more wastegate spring into it so I can get a bit more boost into it. I'd like to get 35 to 40 psi stable. Yeah. Other than that, ethel kicked ass. I'm keen to see what it'll run down the quarter like this. I think its 60 foot's going to be rubbish, as well as a 330 foot, but from 8th mile on it should do fairly well. So yeah, probably try and get it out to Andrew at 0 to 60, do some testing with it while I was running, and then if it's still running after that, I'll try and look into getting a test and tune done in Ethel. Road trip drag challenge is coming up in a couple of months, so I'd like to try and keep it running for that. And other than that, you guys will see some more stuff on the BMW. Anyway, sorry this has been a long bunch of nonsense from me, but I felt like I had a fair bit of stuff I needed to explain, because I don't think the roll racing video is going to turn out as nice as I would like it. Like I said, I wasn't prepared, it was a last minute thing. Next time I'll try and be a little bit more prepared and film it a little better. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are excited for the BMW stuff, because I am. I need to get it running, driving and out of here so that we can get on to the next project that I have lined up, as well as some more stuff with this. So yeah, don't forget, leave your likes and comments down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Also, unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.